Some say a name gives power. Others say a name can destroy. Across the ancient Near East, archaeologists found stones carved with prayers, dedications, and records of kings, yet on a handful of tablets and temple walls, one detail repeats like a whisper erased by time. A name, once carved beside offerings and symbols of divinity, is scraped away with deliberate precision. The goddess it belonged to remains unknown, but the pattern suggests something rare, a deity intentionally removed from memory. The first discovery came from a collapsed shrine near modern-day Syria. On a basalt stele, the titles of several gods remain intact: Lord of Storms, Lady of Grain, but a third figure's name is violently chiseled out. The accompanying image shows a robed woman holding a serpent staff, her face untouched while her name is destroyed. This erasure is not due to weather. It is the work of a sharp tool, guided by intent. Another inscription from Anatolia shows the same pattern. Lists of offerings where every god is named except one. A blank gouge replaces her title, surrounded by intact carvings of sunbursts and crescent moons. Scholars notice the marks match those used for damnatio memoria, the Roman practice of condemning a person as memory. But these carvings predate Rome by 1,000 years. So who was she? Some historians link the erased goddess to fringe cults worshipping forces of fate, night, or forbidden knowledge. Tablets from Ugarit describe she who is veiled, a shadowed figure associated with secrets and protection against curses. Another fragment speaks of a goddess whose name must not be written, for writing calls her forth. These lines may reflect ritual taboos rather than true fear, but they echo the carving's silence. The most striking evidence comes from an excavation in southeastern Turkey. At a site with early monumental architecture, workers uncovered a stone slab showing 3 deities standing in procession. 2 names appear clearly in ancient script. The third is erased so deeply that even modern imaging cannot recover it. Yet beneath the damage, faint traces of a symbol remain, a spiral turning inward, a sign linked with deities of thresholds and forgotten rites. Why erase her? One theory suggests cultural shifts pushed older goddesses aside when patriarchal pantheons rose. Another argues that her worship became tied to omens or forbidden practices, prompting a purge. A more cautious theory proposes that her name held ritual potency, spoken only in ceremony, never carved in public stone. But the carvings do not lie. Someone feared what her name could summon. And still, she is there in the empty space, in the untouched face, in the symbols left behind. A forgotten presence carved out yet never fully removed. Maybe some stories survive, not in the words that remain, but in the silence carved around them. And perhaps her name still waits in the stone, hidden but listening. Hi, it's Chini. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, follow, or subscribe to get notified when a new story drops. It's also the best way to support our channel.